I lived in a tiny house for a year. Here's what I learned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to share something pretty significant. My year living in a tiny house. It was a wild ride, full of unexpected challenges and even more surprising rewards. I remember the exact moment I decided to do it. I was drowning in stuff, stressed about bills, and just generally feeling disconnected from what truly mattered. The idea of simplifying my life down to its bare essentials was incredibly appealing. Finding the right tiny house wasn't easy. I spent months researching different designs, locations, and legal considerations. It felt like a second job at times, but I was determined to make it happen. Finally, I found the perfect spot, a small plot of land just outside the city. The house itself was a pre-built model, which saved me a ton of time and effort. Moving day was surreal. Everything I owned had to fit into this tiny space. The first few weeks were definitely an adjustment period. I had to learn to be incredibly organized and intentional about everything I owned. Space was at a premium, so every item had to earn its place. Cooking became a strategic exercise. I had to plan my meals carefully to avoid wasting food or creating unnecessary clutter. Simple things like doing laundry required more thought and effort. Living in a tiny house isn't always Instagram-worthy. There were definitely moments of frustration and doubt. The small space could feel claustrophobic at times, especially during bad weather. Maintenance was also a bigger issue than I anticipated. Tiny houses are more susceptible to temperature fluctuations and require more frequent upkeep. I learned a lot about plumbing and insulation. Despite the challenges, there were so many incredible benefits to living tiny. I found myself spending more time outdoors, exploring nature, and connecting with my community. My weekends were no longer consumed by cleaning and organizing. I also saved a significant amount of money on rent and utilities. This financial freedom allowed me to pursue my passions and invest in experiences rather than things. It was incredibly liberating. Living in a tiny house forced me to confront my consumerist tendencies. I realized how much I had been buying things out of habit or boredom rather than actual need. It was a wake-up call. I also learned to appreciate the simple things in life. A good book, a cup of coffee, a beautiful sunset, these became my treasures. I discovered a newfound sense of gratitude for what I already had. Absolutely. While I've since moved into a slightly larger space, the lessons I learned from living in a tiny house have stayed with me. I'm more mindful of my consumption, more intentional with my time, and more appreciative of the simple things. It's not for everyone, but if you're looking to simplify your life, reduce your environmental impact, and gain a new perspective, I highly recommend considering the tiny house movement. It might just change your life. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope my experience has inspired you to think about your own relationship with stuff and the possibilities of a more minimalist lifestyle. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. What are your thoughts on tiny house living? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspectives. Until next time, take care and live simply.